Okay, so this, let me get this out of the way. I don't know if you can even, I don't think you can see that on Fraps. Is a game I just played a little bit earlier on a map called Bullet Gorge, which I don't think we've seen yet. And this is in a different game mode than normal. This is in a game mode called Turbocross. Before we've been watching Supercross, which is a slower build-up kind of game mode. Let me get my mouse in here real quick. Toggle the HUD. I'm playing Gunner this time. Actually, this is Ravax, so let's get to my Gunner. Oh, is this the whole game? I gotta wait till I spawn in. Okay. So, we'll follow this guy, because I know he's in the whole game. And he's playing Karl right now. In Supercross, as you gain levels, your offense and defense automatically level up. In addition to the offense and defense that you can pick up as part of your skill upgrades. In Turbocross, that doesn't happen. You automatically start off as though you were 15th level. So it's a lot faster and deadlier as far as the way the mode goes. You also automatically regenerate your health. If nobody hits you for a few seconds, then it only takes a few seconds to regenerate your health all the way up. Part of the reason we're going to watch Karl here is because the guy who's playing Karl right now is a really good player. I don't know if he's necessarily one of the best Karl players. I just know that he is definitely one of the better Super Monday Night Combat players. So I'm watching his Karl right now to pick up some tricks, see what he does, and how he works this. So apparently he's not afraid of anything, because he just walked right over there. He's really fast on the draw when it comes to switching weapons. And there he died. I don't think he was meaning to die. I think he was trying to scoot back onto the ledge. I'm going to come into the game as the Gunner. In Turbocross, people leave the game and are replaced by other people. So it's a very drop-in, drop-out kind of game mode. And for now, given my internet connection and my time constraints, it's the kind of game mode that I play most often. Because I can... And there he died again. I don't know if he had his prop hop available to him, because he could have just prop hopped up and over. I will say that the Wascot, which is the one of the bad guys that were just there, and then the Assault, which is the other guy that knocked him off the side of the map, they must have been, like, playing together, like, talking on Skype or Mumble or something. Because when I was playing later on, those two were always next to each other. And if you attacked one, the other one would show up, like, immediately. So I have a feeling like that they knew each other. And we're paying attention. Who is going to drop out of the game? I think it's Combat Girl, maybe. Anyway, yeah, I play this game mode because you can get into the game and then get back out of the game whenever you need to. You can leave without penalty. And it's kind of nice that you can get in and replace it. Yeah, see, those two are just like what I call kissing the whole game. You'll find a lot of times like a healer will follow around a particular class, like Gunner and Support usually hang out together. And... okay, he just died again. Maybe he's not, like, super awesome, or maybe he's just trying to find his groove. Because I know at the end of the game, he only died maybe 5 times total the whole game. I think. Anyway. Yeah, so in Turbocross, it's deadlier... Yep, okay, so the Assault left. It's deadlier in that everybody starts off at a higher offense and... a higher offense, so... it's a much more lethal game mode. But you do get to run away and regenerate, and you'll see me do that when I get in the game. So I'm just keeping an eye out for when the Gunner shows up in the listing. One of the bad things about Turbo Mode is, like, right now, if I wasn't joining the game, these guys would be 4v5, and who knows how long until the next player would have tried to join. And here they're just camping, so he's just... okay, so one sec. We're going to pause here and go to me, since I've now joined the game. So there I am. So I joined in as Gunner. I'm slow. I just joined, so I have no clue what's going on, but I see that this Gunner is on this side, causing problems, so I come around here. He just deployed, so I'm going to deploy and shoot him in the back. And now what happens, and I'm not exactly sure what causes this. Do I die here? Okay, I just take out their Wascott. And there's their gunner. He came around to try and get me from the other side, so I back off. And Karl just knocked him off the map, so he's dead now. And there we go. Just joined the game, and we got a couple people. Right there, I started coming up here, and I was getting shot a lot, so I'm trying to find out who was that was shooting me. Whee! And there's these two guys who are always kissing the whole game. Just right on each other all the time. And now it's time for the Annihilator, so I'm here to help defend. We push them out of the jungle, and we get the Annie, and all things are looking pretty up right now. We keep killing them. I haven't, of course, seen the first part of the game, so I had no clue what was going on before, but now I see that the Wascott and the Assault, who were a big problem for me the entire game. Yeah, here's him. He gets out of there right before. And here, once again, I go into deploy, and this is the part where I die. So, I guess it must have been that missile that hit me. I might not have been at full hit points when I went into deploy and started attacking, because if we were both at full hit points, the other gunner and I should have been pretty evenly matched. I think he might have been a level ahead of me, but in Turbocross, the level advantage doesn't matter. It's not like in Supercross, where if someone's 2 levels ahead of me, I do not deal with them at all. I'm sorry for the cursing that's going to come up in the chat. The guy, his name is King1235. He's a trash talker the whole game, and he accuses me of aimbotting. There are people who have a program that let them automatically lock onto people, and a lot of people play Gunner using that program because Gunner has the highest DPS in the whole game. I think up here I start firing my mortar to try and hit him around the corner since the mortar has splash damage. Karl goes up there and then wonk, hit him with the old rocket. I did surprisingly well in this game. If any of you were watching AdKit's stream earlier, I managed... Yeah, see, he called me an aimbotter. So, since that happened there, he probably didn't know that he got hit by a rocket. And he probably thought that I was an aimbotter and was using... Because with aimbot, my gun would have followed him the entire way up, and I would have shot him with bullets the whole time. Do I manage to kill him right there? Yes, I do. There's another rocket kill. Rocket is the no-skill kill, is what they call it. Because it locks onto people, and you just hit the button, it fires it. Now it doesn't do it quite as good, but it turns corners. It used to be able to follow you across the whole map. Like, it would go around corners and not hit the walls, and it was really fast, and they reduced the amount of speed and the turning radius on it. So again, I only came into this game a minute or so ago. Well, not a minute or so ago, a couple minutes ago. So I'm not really up with what all's going on. Like, what turrets are dead, what's been going on in the game, how far have we pushed into their base, you know. When I came in, were they pushing us back, or had they been pushing us the entire game? Other than just watching it now, I had no clue. So you'll see me kind of go all over the place trying to figure this out. Kill him with my juice. Oh, it was a pretty good game. So yeah, earlier when I left the AdKit stream, because I got chosen to play a skill game of this, I am not good at this game. So when I played the skill game, I got my butt handed to me. Lowest, I think, well, not the lowest amount of kills on my team, but pretty low. And tied for the highest number of deaths, although I did have the most assists, which is usually what I'm really good at in all of these games. Whether you're talking about Super Monday Night Combat, when I say all of these games, I mean Super Monday Night Combat and Smite. In Smite, I've ended games as Emir with, 15 to 20 assists. So I don't get the kill, and I always say at the end of a match that I'm always the bridesmaid and never the bride. Essentially, I always have all these assists, so I'm involved in other people's deaths, but it's not me getting the kill. Which I don't mind. I don't care if I end the game and I don't have any kills at all. So long as I have those assists, that tells me that I'm doing my job. There, I kill him again. Oh, I was happy. Later on, these guys get a little bit wiser, and I think I die here. Yeah, see, someone's telling me nice hack damage. They're all kinds of upset. What they don't realize is when you're playing the highest DPS class in the game, and you're playing in the mode that puts you at the highest lethality, he wrecks faces, is what he does, as long as you know how to use him. I do not really know how to use Gunner. Almost every Gunner I face is better than I am. I think there, yeah, I go and attack him, and then there's their support, and I come down and help out on him. And then I run out of bullets. Oh, as Gunner, it sucks to run out of bullets. Because he has the longest reload in the game. The build that I use with him, I have extra bonus reload speed. But it's still not a particularly fast reload. So here I start getting smacked with lots of damage. But I also give as good as I get. So there we take out 2 of them. Looks like I only got 1 assist on the Wascott, not on the Gunner. I thought I hit the Gunner. But, and take out that support. Oh, this was just a good game. One of the things that I've noticed, there I get that guy across the corner. His name is Chew Me Good. He was playing Artemis, the archer girl. I think I die here. Yeah, just too much damage all at once. And he comes back in the game. He left. You see he was replaced on the top right. And later on, another one of their guys will leave. And Chew Me Good will come back in as a character named Captain Spark. There he is. There's Captain Spark. On the one hand, I consider it like cheating to leave the game and then come back to the same game as a different class. And it might have been his aim, or it might have been just something that happened. So here I come in, I see him, and then I notice that the support's there, so gotta take out his stupid turret, then I can take out him, because he dies really easily if you catch him by himself. Their support was not a particularly good player, I can tell you that. I think I die again here. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, right here, I'm trying to buy the Regenitol. I'm hitting the F button and it's not buying, and I should come up in chat in just a moment. I don't remember if I said it in team chat or all chat. But I was wondering, it's like I was standing there, I knew I had low health, and I went to buy the Regenitol and it wouldn't buy it for me. They can be a little bit tricky where you have to stand like in the right spot in order to get it to... yeah, I wasn't able to make it back there in time. Because if I had bought the Regenitol, you regenerate really fast in this mode. Both the natural regeneration as well as the... I don't think I get his kill. No, he gets away. But if you buy Regenitol, you regen fast as well. Man, that no-skill rocket. Everybody hates the rocket, and I mean, I understand why. It has a lot of damage, it locks on, so it doesn't require really any skill to use. But, you know, I'm perfectly fine as Gunner using it to kill things. Here I wanted to try and knock him out, but he backed up at just the right moment. And I think I die here, too. Yeah, he sends me back here. Their Gunner is wailing on me. And I'm trying to get farther back, but their assault up at the top takes me out. As I'm trying to back up and get to Regenitol, or maybe one of my teammates will come up and help me. Didn't happen. It was fun, though. You know, it occurs to me I should probably turn the volume down a little bit. I'm hoping it's not picking up too much. The game's not that loud, and I've got my cardioid setting on the microphone. But I'll turn it down a bit. So yeah, I really wish I had gotten that Regenitol. Now is the point in the game where I stop, like, running in and owning face. It happens a lot. I have a predictable play style, I suppose, where once you've fought me for a little while, you tend to figure out, you know, what it is that I'm doing, and then I stop being as useful. What I always call it is is my basketball issue. So here we're taking out this rocket. I go into deploy to increase my accuracy. What was dumb of me was I didn't reload my gun, because I think at this point I only have 80 bullets out of a possible like 300. And when you're deployed, you reload much, much faster. That guy disappeared. I don't know why he just disappeared. I mean, he shouldn't have just disappeared. Do I kill him here? Is this the part where I do it? Oh, I'm going for him. I'm going... Oh, and then he juiced, and then I run away. This time I managed to get the regen at all. And if you looked up in the top left, you could see how fast my health regen. And once again, I have no bullets, so I gotta run away. Otherwise, I totally could have killed him if I had some bullets left over. But yeah, when I was in elementary school, there was a group of kids that played basketball during lunch, and much like the skill plays group that I was playing with earlier, they all kind of knew each other, and you had to be a part of the group if you ever wanted to actually get picked to play basketball. Well, one of my neighbors was actually one of those guys, and he was sick one day, and since he was gone, they chose me to replace him, and I just tore a new one in the entire group of people playing. Is this the one where I get him? No, I think he runs away and I let him go because Wascott's over here somewhere. Yeah. And I miss him totally. But yeah, that first day playing basketball, I mean, I was like the Michael Jordan of the court. I was scoring all the points. I was getting all the rebounds. I was playing very selflessly. I was about to say unselfishly, but no, selflessly. So I was passing the ball whenever it needed to be passed, and I just dominated. And so I got to be one of the guys playing basketball. But the problem was, you know, 2 or 3 days later of playing, I was nowhere near as effective because everybody figured out how I played. And it happens to me a lot. When I start something new, particularly when it's a PvP kind of skill, like playing a basketball game or playing this game, I tend to do better at first and kind of show off, but then I can't perform. I can't keep it up. Please don't make any sexual jokes about that. I just taper off at the end. This guy's dead. Yeah, I rocketed him in the face, and I only got the assist on it, which was so upsetting. It's like I launched a rocket in his face, and I'm not the one who technically got the kill. Technically, the fire damage from the tank took him out. Yeah, this was fun. I got to deploy here, and I was totally waiting for Captain Spark to, like, drop down behind me and just sword me to death, because he's got, like, this lightsaber-y kind of sword that deals massive amounts of damage. I think this is another part where I came out of deploy and I didn't reload my gun. Oh, it's so upsetting. All you have to do is start the reload while you're deployed, and it does the faster reload speed. So here, everybody else is off fighting, so I figure that I can get this. And right there, literally just a fraction of a second before I would get the Annihilator, he manages to pull me off of it. So here we're just defending, and we do manage to get it this time, which is good. Owning face left and right. What am I doing here? I think it doesn't show the team vision on the replay here. So I think I see that they're in our base. Yeah, there we go. I didn't ring him out. There, he's dead. That's better. And then he leaves again. I think I don't know if he leaves for good this time or what. But, so yeah, we've got 2 jackpots in their base, pounding their money ball. So, I come running to the fight. All I want to do is get in here and start shooting the money ball. There is no other part in life. Just kill them all. What does this say? Oh, that's just, yeah. GG. What's kind of upsetting is sometimes you have someone who's just a total, you know, BM, bad manner. And if they leave a comment, that comment pops up like every time you respawn and die or anything like that. So I've had sometimes where people are just being jerks. And every time you die and you come back, that jerk comment is the last thing that appears all the time. I think this is where I'm going to ask, did somebody complain? Yeah, who was saying I was aimbotting? Because I ended the game at 12, 5, and 16. Only 59 bots, and usually I like to kill as many bots as possible. But oh well. That's that. The only other thing I'll mention about Turbocross, which I didn't, two things. One is that you can build turrets in Turbocross. In Supercross, once your turret goes down, that's it. End of story. You will never have another turret there. In Turbocross, it takes a while, but after a turret's been dead, it regenerates the turret nub, and then you can spend money and build turrets again. And then after a turret's been built, you can spend more money to upgrade it to higher levels. So when you're running around in Turbocross, it's never safe to assume that a turret is dead unless you like just killed it, because they can come back later. The other thing about turrets in Turbocross is that they do a lot more damage, and like they lock on and fire faster. So in Supercross, even in the early game when you're at your weakest, you can run in front of a turret and take a couple shots and run away, and still be hunky-dory. In Turbocross, if a turret gets you, you usually die if you don't get out of the way of the turret in the matter of 1 or 2 seconds. Especially if they build rocket turrets. Even when, like, most of the time I like to play an assassin on the Turbocross. But she'll die in 2 shots to a rocket turret, and it happens really fast. That first rocket turret shot actually it's not half of your health. It's about like 95% of your health. And so even if the rocket doesn't shoot you, bots or pros can shoot you and kill you real fast. And just because you're a gunner or another one of the tankier classes, you still die in just a few shots, and you're much slower, so it's harder for you to get out of range. I keep having to remind myself of that because I die a lot to turrets in Turbocross because I keep forgetting that they're so much more powerful, they lock on so much faster, and they shoot so much faster. Well, until next time, bye-bye.